Aam Aadmi Party's big win in Delhi Civic polls defeats BJP for the first time. Aam Aadmi Party alleges Operation Lotus by BJP. Manish Sisodia claims BJP calling newly elected councillors. BJP claims mayor's post open for race. Malviya warns Chandigarh has BJP mayor. Countdown to Gujarat, Himachal poll results. Exit polls predict BJP wave in Gujarat. Close battle for Himachal and projects a no-show for Aam Aadmi Party. Rahul Gandhi hits out at the BJP, says our voice has been silenced in the parliament and that's why out on streets with no voice in parliament. In Madhya Pradesh's Panna Tiger Reserve, body of 2-year-old tiger found hanging. Clutch wire usually used by poachers found. Deep depression over Bay of Bengal to intensify into a cyclone tomorrow, according to the Met predictions. Cyclone likely to cross south coast on 10th morning between Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Sriharikota. Hello, I'm Sneha Koshi, and a big day today for the Aam Aadmi Party as it defeats BJP for the first time. Wins big in Delhi Civic polls, unseats an entrenched BJP. But it's not all over. It's now a battle for the post of mayor. Manish Sisodia, Deputy Chief Minister, has alleged BJP has begun Operation Lotus, making calls to new Aam Aadmi Party councillors. BJP claims mayor post is open for the race. Amit Malviya warns, gives Chandigarh as an example which has a BJP mayor.
आज दिल्ली में चौथा चुनाव जीते हम. I love you too.
The Aam Aadmi Party for the first time has defeated the BJP in any poll to take over the Municipal Corporation of Delhi after 15 years of BJP rule.
भाजपा के लोगों के मन में एक ही दर्द रहता था. कहते थे हमेशा कांग्रेस को हराया, कांग्रेस को हराया, कांग्रेस को हराया. उस दर्द की दवा दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल ने कर दी. 15 साल से जहां पर बीजेपी का राज था, उस किले को ध्वस्त करने का काम अरविंद केजरीवाल और आम आदमी पार्टी ने किया.
ये सिर्फ जीत नहीं है बल्कि एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है. दिल्ली को साफ करने की जिम्मेदारी, दिल्ली को चमकाने की जिम्मेदारी, दिल्ली के एक एक गली को शानदार करने की जिम्मेदारी.
आम आदमी पार्टी ने दिल्ली भी जीती है और दिल भी जीते हैं. हुकूमत वो करते हैं जिनका दिलों पर राज होता है. यूं कहने को तो मुर्गे के सर पे भी ताज होता है.
तालियों से स्वागत करिए दिल्ली के.
The Aam Aadmi Party is now in power in both the Delhi government and the unified civic body. Despite that, the AAP national convener said he needs the support of the centre and the Prime Minister to work in Delhi.
दिल्ली को ठीक करने में सबके सहयोग की जरूरत है और खासकर हमें केंद्र सरकार की मदद भी चाहिए. केंद्र सरकार का सहयोग भी चाहिए. हम आज इस मंच के जरिए से मैं केंद्र सरकार से भी और खासकर प्रधानमंत्री जी से भी दिल्ली को ठीक करने के लिए आशीर्वाद चाहता हूं कि उनका भी, प्रधानमंत्री जी का भी और केंद्र सरकार का भी आशीर्वाद हमें चाहिए. अब दिल्ली को साफ करना है, कूड़ा ठीक करना है, तो ये पॉजिटिव राजनीति को आगे लेके जाना है. और मेरा दिल कहता है कि जैसे जैसे देश के अंदर ये पॉजिटिव राजनीति बढ़ेगी, हमारे देश को दुनिया का नंबर 1 देश बनाने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता.
Celebrations at the AAP office started well before results were announced. But while the BJP has lost seats, it has actually gained in vote share, 2.6% over the 2017 figure. With this victory, AAP's hold on Delhi as well as their responsibility increases.
Garbage management is one of the primary responsibilities of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. For years, the Aam Aadmi Party had blamed the BJP for being in power in Municipal Corporation and not being able to handle the garbage crisis and for creating 3 landfills in the national capital. They had also blamed the BJP and the MCD for not being able to maintain parks, parkings, markets, smaller schools, primary schools, smaller hospitals, dispensaries, roads, as all of them came under the MCD. But now all of that comes under the Aam Aadmi Party as well, along with the Delhi government. So the Aam Aadmi Party will not have and should not have many excuses but to deliver on the promises that it made.
With a unified MCD, the corporation will have to appoint 1 mayor. And this is where the BJP may still have a chance. Despite losing the majority in the MCD, the mayor can still be from the BJP if enough councillors vote for her. As according to the new rules, a woman will be the mayor for the first 2.5 years. The anti-defection law will not apply, so AAP councillors may well vote for the BJP candidate.
लोग चुनेंगे, हम कौन है बैठाने वाले? वोट डालेंगे, लोग चुनेंगे, अंतरात्मा पर लोग वोट डालेंगे.
To make this happen, Aam Aadmi Party alleges that the BJP has already started trying to buy AAP's councillors. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia tweeted that BJP's game has started. Phone calls have started coming to our newly elected corporators. None of our councillors will be sold. We have told all corporators that if they get a phone call or call to come to meet them, record them.
दिल्ली के अंदर अभी मैं भाजपाइयों को सुन रहा था, अभी भी कह रहे मेयर हमारा होगा. दिल्ली में मेयर भी आम आदमी पार्टी का होगा.
The BJP also hit out at the AAP, saying that it has won in the constituencies of jailed AAP Minister Satyendra Jain and of Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, an accused in the alleged Delhi liquor scam case. AAP now has to deliver on all of its promises.
आम आदमी पार्टी ने काम करके दिखाया है, यहाँ महिलाओं को बस में फ्री सेवा दी है, तो कुछ तो करा है, तब आम आदमी पार्टी आई अपने काम के बस पे.
जैसे स्कूल सही हुआ वैसे एमसीडी का स्कूल सही हो,
एमसीडी के स्कूल सही हो, और वो कह रहे हैं कि हम कूड़ा साफ कर देंगे, वो उनका मेन मुद्दा रहा है.
तो एमसीडी के अंदर ही आता है कूड़ा, साफ सफाई करेगी केजरीवाल.
बिल्कुल उन्होंने काम ही किया है, दिल्ली में साफ दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. जैसे कि एजुकेशन पे उन्होंने पूरा फोकस रखा अपना, और महिला सेफ्टी के ऊपर ही पूरा ध्यान दिया गया यहाँ पे.
Defeating the BJP head to head for the first time ever in any elections, the Aam Aadmi Party is taking this victory as a sign towards its national goals. The party says that they've shown that they're not just capable of defeating the Congress like it did in the Delhi Vidhan Sabha and the Punjab elections, but it's also capable of defeating the BJP, putting them out of power in the Delhi Municipal Corporation after 15 years. But the challenge is not over yet, as those crucial Gujarat results are coming up. In New Delhi, with Sharad Sharma and counterperson Ashok Mahale, Priyachi Sharma for NDTV.
And from Delhi to what seems to be the countdown to Gujarat and Himachal poll results, just a matter of time. Exit polls predict BJP wave in Gujarat. It's going to be a close battle for Himachal, where it's largely been a revolving door. And it seems after the big win for Delhi, at least the exit polls project a no-show for Aam Aadmi Party. Joining me for more on this is my colleague Ankit Tyagi. Ankit, big claims by all parties, but reality is going to sting for some.
It's always the case when elections results, on the day the election results are announced, in fact, less than 10 hours. And the first trends in Gujarat, the big battle of the state of Gujarat and of course the state of Himachal Pradesh, the results will start trickling in. Looking forward, of course, today all the political parties still making large claims, big claims. Exit polls are predicting a sweep of the BJP. BJP is quite confident, happy. In fact, their headquarters here in Gandhinagar, already there are preparations for tomorrow's big victory. Meanwhile, the Congress party, though their office was deserted, but still holds and says that these exit polls are going to be wrong. And while in the evening I was speaking to some Congress leaders here in Gujarat, they said, look at what Delhi is the situation. Exit polls predicted a massive sweep for the Aam Aadmi Party. That has not happened, though the party has still managed to win. Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party has high hopes as far as Gujarat is concerned. Isudan Gadhvi, their chief minister, face left. He is in Kambalia, the constituency where he fought the election from. So tomorrow, these whatever the results firm up, of course, the reputation of the pollsters online, but this will have larger national ramifications as well. If the BJP does as predicted in the exit polls, it will bolster the Prime Minister's image and, of course, his road ahead of 2024. Meanwhile, Himachal Pradesh seems to be a cliffhanger, and there a lot of people are saying it could be very, very close. It could go down to the wire. But the Congress is hoping that they are able to come back into power in Himachal Pradesh, and if that happens, they would be able to retain their tag of the principal, opposition or the principal challenger to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party's big hope is from Gujarat, where they, if they get over 6%, they become a national party.
Moving on to our next story, there are major concerns over terror threats in Kashmir, and this has been also raised in the parliament. Joining me for more on this is my colleague Neeta Sharma. Neeta, there are reports about how even some journalists in Kashmir have had to resign after these terror threats have emerged. What has been the response in the parliament?
In the parliament, the Minister of State, Mr. Nityanand Rai, in fact, admitted that 8 journalists working in Srinagar-based local newspapers have received threats through a terror blog, Kashmir Fight, and 4 of them who are from Rising Kashmir, they have resigned. So this is a big security concern for the security agencies operating in Valley. Interestingly, this week earlier also another round of threats were issued. A list was again issued on a portal, mouthpiece of a terrorist outfit, TRF. They had released a new list of journalists and politicians threatening attacks on them. The list was published on their blog, which is backed by a terror outfit, Lashkar-e-Taiba. Earlier, a similar list was also published for pundits also. Today, interestingly, the Minister of State, Nityanand Rai, also said that 14 people belonging to minorities have been gunned down this year till November 2022, out of which 3 were Kashmiri pundits. So both these issues are being debated upon. But however, the Ministry of Home Affairs has said that they would be providing full security
Neeta,
to both journalists and the pundits.
Thank you very much, Neeta, for this very important update. And to our next story, the government versus Supreme Court tussle over the appointment of judges came under the spotlight again, with Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar highlighting the issue in his maiden address in the Rajya Sabha and calling lawmakers to action. The historic bill passed unanimously by the Parliament was undone by the Supreme Court, according to the Rajya Sabha chairman, terming it as a severe compromise of parliamentary sovereignty and disregard of the mandate of the people. And this comment, of course, comes just in the backdrop of even the Supreme Court signalling its displeasure about the government delay in signing off its choice of judges. Let's listen to the reaction.
The Parliament, in a much-needed historic step, passed the 99th Constitutional Amendment Bill, paving way for the National Judicial Commission. There was unprecedented support. The Lok Sabha unanimously voted in its favor, with there being no abstention. This historic parliamentary mandate was undone by the Supreme Court by a majority of 4:1, finding the same as not being in consonance with the judicially evolved doctrine of basic structure of the Constitution. Honorable members, there is no parallel to such development in democratic history, where a duly legitimized constitutional prescription has been judicially undone. A glaring instance of severe compromise of parliamentary sovereignty and disregard of the mandate of the people, of which this House and the Lok Sabha are custodians.
And External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar made a strong comment on China as well as Russia. Speaking on China, Jaishankar reiterated India's stance, stating that India will not tolerate China's attempts to unilaterally change line of actual control. If they continue to do that and build up forces which constitute serious concerns in border area, then our relationship isn't normal. Let's listen in.
Diplomatically, we have been very clear. We have been very clear with the Chinese. We will not tolerate, we will not countenance attempts to unilaterally change the line of actual control, and that so long as they continue to seek to do that, and if they have built up forces which in our minds constitute a serious concern in the border areas, then our relationship is not normal. And the abnormality of that has been in evidence in the last few years. We do not ask our companies to buy Russian oil. We ask our companies to buy oil. What is the best option that they can get? Now, it depends on what the market throws up. If tomorrow the market gives us more competitive options, again, please do understand, it's not just we buy oil from one country. We buy oil from multiple sources. But it is sensible policy to go where we get the best deal in the interest of the Indian people.
And the Maharashtra-Karnataka border row seems to be only intensifying, with this also being raised in the parliament. Bus services between Maharashtra and Karnataka have been suspended, even as some of the protests in Karnataka seem to turn violent. Shrija reports.
Bus services between Maharashtra and Karnataka suspended a day after trucks bearing Maharashtra numbers were stopped and smeared with black ink in Karnataka's Belagavi. After a protest by an organization called Karnataka Rakshana Vedike turned violent amid the festering and lately escalating interstate border row. Belagavi is at the center of the territorial dispute, as Maharashtra has been claiming that this Marathi majority area was wrongly given to Kannada majority Karnataka in the language-based reorganization of states in the 1960s. A ruckus meanwhile in the Lok Sabha today over the border dispute.
बगल का कर्नाटका राज्य, वहाँ का के सीएम जो है वो अनाप शनाप बोले जा रहे हैं साथी, और दोनों राज्य जो है दोनों बीजेपी के राज्य है। महाराष्ट्र कर्नाटका के जो मुख्यमंत्री है वो महाराष्ट्र के खिलाफ बोलते हैं, सर पीटे हैं लोगों को, सर पीटा है महाराष्ट्र की जनता को, ये नहीं चलेगा सर, ये देश है, बोले सर ये असत्य बोल रहे हैं।
And it is in the court, sir. It is the Supreme Court. Please don't allow any member from the Maharashtra to speak on that issue, sir. Sir, इनका insecurity है, sir. विषय दो राज्यों का है, इसमें केंद्र क्या करेगा? No.
There is tension on the Maharashtra side too. In Solapur, black ink was smeared on the number plates of Karnataka registration vehicles by Prahar Sangathan. In Bengaluru, Shrija for NDTV.
And Cyclone Mandus is likely to bring heavy rainfall in southern coast of India. The deep depression over Bay of Bengal is likely to intensify into a cyclone, according to the meteorological department, and is likely to cross Puducherry, Tamil Nadu and Sriharikota's border on the 10th morning. Wind speeds between 65 and 85 kilometers per hour is the forecast. Heavy to very heavy rainfall in many parts of Tamil Nadu from 8th to 10th of December, while the heavy to very heavy rainfall forecast for the Delta districts also have emerged for Thanjavur, Tiruvallur and Nagapattinam districts. In a shocking incident, the body of a 2-year-old tiger was found hanging from a tree in Panna Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh on Wednesday. According to forest officials, they were alerted to a male tiger being found dead in the Vikrampur forest on Tuesday night. When the officials reached the spot on Wednesday morning, they found the animal hanging from a tree with a clutch wire around its neck. The wire is generally used by poachers to trap animals, but officials suspect that the trap may have been laid by the villagers to catch another animal and accidentally caught the tiger.